Alright, come on. Let me get this link for everybody. What? Hold on, guys. Just give me 1 sec to figure all this crap out. Why in the heck is it showing the old one? Okay. Well, let's do this again. And it's still showing Bell Map. Okay, whatever. Alright, guys. As you know, this is Pop 101 here. Just let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me alright. What's up, everybody? Okay, so today, I'll be making the Rasengan for Nomad. And then there's a little thing in the chat for you guys to see. Bam. So, honestly, it's already done for Blade and Sorcery PCVR. Alright, what's up, guys? And keep in mind, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me below, and we can chat about whatever. But I figure I should use you guys as support while I'm trying to make this, because it's always easier. And it's fun to talk to you guys. It's been a while since I have, but I enjoy it. So whenever this wants to work. Alright, here we go. Here are all of our Rasengans. And let's stick this bad boy in here. That is the startup animation. And I thought about it quite a bit, and honestly, it seems the best thing to do for Blade and Sorcery Nomad is to make it a separate item, at least for now. So, here we go. Spells. Did I already? Hold on a second. Do I already have it? Huh. I guess I do. Alright. Hold on. So that is 2023. That is a bit odd. Looks like I already ported everything over. Didn't even realize that I did that. Okay. That's pretty cool, though. So, obviously, Blade and Sorcery Nomad SDK right here. This is what our Rasengan looks like. What I'm going to be doing is simply double-clicking on it to actually open it up. Hey, Demon Hunter. Yep, I remember. Okay. Now look at this bad boy right here. That looks incredible. And if only there was a way. There we go. Shrink it a bit more. So all we're going to do is delete the start, and we're just going to keep this looping guy right here. There's no need to keep this anymore, so we can just start it up and make sure to turn off delay. Keep looping on and pre-warm. So looping, obviously, will keep it spinning, and pre-warm will have it, you know, start already active. Just give it a sec. Sometimes it's a little bit slow. Okay, cool. Now when we start it in game, ta-da, instant Rasengan. Now, I definitely agree with that primal. Everything has really evolved quite a bit. I just wish Nomad mods would have scripting already. That would make life a lot better. But it is what it is. So this is what we got for our Rasengan. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I worked hard on it when we originally got it too. But what we're going to be doing now is, let's just take a simple Naruto weapon. Yeah, I'd say the Yanbu sword is decent enough. Unpack it. And let me just make sure that this isn't screwing this one up too. Yeah, no. Okay, so this is the normal one. Alright, I'm just gonna get rid of that for now. Okay, so we have our Anbu sword right here. Obviously, it's pretty sexy, isn't it? But you know what? While we're here, I'm gonna check something real quick. We have our chakra blade. The imbue was a bit weird with this one. So hold on a sec. Let me turn this off. And then I'll get back to working on the Rasengan in a second. The Patreon version has a Patreon login, so even if I did release it to Nexus, nobody would be able to use it. And at the moment, I do plan on keeping it on Nexus. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be forever, but at least for the moment, it'll stay on Patreon. Trials of the Shinobi in the description does not work for Nomad. Not the version that I put up. There is a version of Trials of the Shinobi for Nomad, which... let me pop this guy open. Whenever this wants to work. Let's check Blade Sorcery right here. And... oh, look at that. My mods are at the top. That's kind of funny. I do need to upgrade my Star Wars lightsabers, though. Okay. But what were we doing? It really hurts, guys. Trials of the Shinobi isn't on the first page anymore. But here we go. Trials of the Shinobi for Nomad. It has all of these guys right here except this blade, and I think I turned off all the imbue effects and everything. I think the Samehada starts like this as well. I can actually check that though. Give me one sec. Nomad mods, only Jason mods work for Blade and Sorcery, PCVR, and Nomad. So you'd have to make sure that, okay, so this does start out as the fully open Samehada. So for both games, the Jason mods work for both, at least the majority of them. But if a mod like this, let's say, for example, was ported for PCVR, it'd have to be done separately for Nomad. Unless it's only like a weapon or something, then all you'd have to do is go to the asset groups right here, and instead of it just being Android, you would add the Windows category as well. Keep in mind, this is also the old SDK. I'm waiting to update to the new one for the Nomad version whenever that happens. But why don't we go to packed assets? Oh yeah, I was going to start the Kamehameha for Nomad. It's honestly not that tough to do, but maybe I'll do that a little bit later. So just a little Rasengan. Let's set it as the default for now. And, oh yeah, real quick, let me just check this. So we have the imbue for this guy. Everything looks like it's turned on properly, which I'm not entirely sure why it's not working. Our blade, our mesh right here. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird. Yeah, whatever. Trials of the Shinobi in Nomad does not have any spells, but there is a very special one that I can show you real quick. It does have a Rasengan Shuriken, which I'm kind of curious to see where the Rasengan Shuriken ranks, because it's been a while since I checked it out. Okay, here we go. The Rasengan Shuriken right here. So you can throw it. It's basically a fireball. But yeah. So why don't we check this out? Yeah, I'm honestly still not sure why the imbue isn't working for this. but it is what it is, I guess. Maybe I can figure it out another time. Alright, so all we're going to do is rename this the Rasengan. Oh, shit. Maybe I should be using the other SDK for this. Then I can actually change the hand. It's whatever for now. At least I can set it up. Alright, so we have our Rasengan. What we're going to want to do is set all the... So we can get rid of our collider blade, get rid of a secondary handle, and we're going to want to get rid of these two guys too. So we can only have the blunt damager. And that looks about right. We don't need a fly ref for this. We're just going to make it so you can throw it. Let's see. Can get rid of this mesh right here. Because what we're going to do is go back to our Rasengan. Wherever it is. Here we go. Ta-da. And all we're going to want to do is take this stuff from it, remove our particle effect, and honestly, can I move this? Yeah, no, I need that in. Okay. So regardless of that not doing anything, I'm still going to need this in. Alright, so you can spawn it in-game. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be good enough for you guys. We have our loop. Okay. So we can have our Rasengan audio. We want to put in an audio source. Make sure that it loops, plays on as soon as it comes in, and we're going to take this looping Rasengan audio. And just to make sure that this works properly, we're going to change it to linear. We're going to change it to 2. Notice how close this is. Why don't we set it to 1, because honestly, it might get kind of annoying if we can always hear the Rasengan. So the cool part about... Oh, that's kind of funny. 0.5. Ah, that is funny. Okay. Yeah, why don't we set this to, I don't know, 1.2 or something. Something like that. Oh yeah, I did make 8 gates. I mean, I didn't make the other ones, but I'm not entirely sure how the other gates would really work. The only one that really matters, in my opinion, is the 7th, which has the Hirodora, I believe, and then the 8th, which is the, I forget what it's called, you know, his dragon, the red dragon kick kind of thing. Okay, so the cool part about this is any weapon, any body that's, like, for example, let's say you have this Rasengan and you throw it away. If you're outside of this distance, you won't be able to hear it anymore. So this will really help, especially when it comes to the looping. Yeah, why don't we select everything and make sure that the position is set to 0. Perfect. That'll make it a lot easier. Alright, cool. Parry point, our preview. I'm not sure if this will actually show up, but might as well try it. Because particles are sometimes weird. Let's shrink this. That is our Rasengan. We have our whoosh right in the middle. I don't really know if we even need that, but axis length. Let's set everything to 0 so you can only hold the Rasengan. And let's see. So if we take a look, I'm going to remove all the other orientations so we can only grab it in one spot. So if we take both of these guys right here, let's see. hold on. So we have our right hand right there, and I believe it's this. No, maybe not. So this is where it does get a little bit tricky. So what I'm going to do real quick is just turn off these particles, because looking at the hand, it does get a bit weird. So we have our right orientation that looks like this. I need the other one of these because it's not the left. So it's this and maybe this one. So this is up. There we go. And bingo. So we have our two orientations. This Rasengan orientation and this one as well. So those are both in the same exact spot, which is exactly what we need. So if we turn on our Rasengan and we go to our handle, just turn it slightly. And this is going to make it so whenever we grab the Rasengan, it's from back here. All right, that is perfect. And let's see, we have our colliders. The only real collider that we need is this guy right here. Very metal. So let's set everything to the default values. We're going to want to take a sphere collider. It's a good question what sound we want it to make. For now, let's just do, I don't know, let's just do leather on collision. Works pretty well, I think. Okay, shrink it, and let's make sure that. All right, that works pretty good. Our handle grabs it from right here. We'll be able to knock enemies around with it. And I assume it'll work fine. Like there's no real issues with it. Okay. We have our audio, our colliders. I believe this is really everything we need for the Rasengan, to be honest with you guys. And while I did want to change the hand pose a little bit, it's honestly not too bad where I'd really need to do that. So for now, okay. Yeah, I'd say that works out pretty well. Why don't we just export it and see what happens? So that is our original Rasengan. This is make sure to name it properly. It always helps when you're going back into it. Alrighty, here we go. Make sure to set it to Android, and we're just going to name it My Rasengan. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Yeah, honestly, I think this is pretty good. So let's just make sure to select the Rasengan, build and export it there, and that should be it as far as I know. Let me just go over this one last time. Yeah, no, I got nothing, guys. I think this is it. So this is our Rasengan for Nomad. Just build and export. Save and continue. That's fine. And what we're going to want to do is take the actual Rasengan out of this Nomad guy right there. and everything will export in this folder, which is exactly what we want. The only thing is that we're not going to have all the other abilities that PCVR currently has. One thing that I am curious about is if they will have this scripting available for when this actually does come out. So for Christmas, that'd be kind of fun. Rasengan. Ooh, my mistake. Imagine me trying to do it without writing a period. Well, I'm glad I checked it over, because if I didn't, that wouldn't have worked in game. Close it out, and let's just build it one more time. That should be good. Leave our items, get rid of all the extra stuff now. And let's see how much of this is different. What we're going to do real quick is open up our mods folder again, and we're going to take some of the JSONs. So if we go into our spells plus, let's take our fire spell. And all we're going to do is just rename this right here. We don't want to throw it, so turn off. Oh, wait a sec. It's not even a spell, is it? My mistake, guys. That's... Here we go. Let's just drag that guy in. Oh, that's not going to be good either. Okay. We're good with all those, since it's just an item. Honestly? Alright. Just going to the mods, our JSONs, and I'm going to just take a little, I don't know, the dagger or something, since it's not going to be super heavy, so I might as well. Okay, so here we go with our Rasengan. Pop it in. Here we go. Looks like I forgot the icon as well. That's something that I can do in a sec, though. We do not want it to get imbued. We want it to do blunt damage. I'm going to make my own damager. Set it to light, and I believe that is it for all of our JSONs. The only thing I need to do is let's delete all these guys one more time. And let's see if I can actually get a good picture of this. Start it up, and we're going to go to our preview, generate the icon. And that's what I thought. Okay, I can't remember exactly how I was able to to get these in the first place, but that's fine. It's not really too much of an issue. For now, I can just keep the default. Hey, Jackson Ninja. I appreciate that. And you want to know how? It's practice. I've been doing this for the last 3 years now. It's been tough at points, but, you know, all you gotta do is put in the hard work and learn. Anybody can do it. If I can, you can. And you know what? Why don't we actually take the damagers back? Or better yet, let's take the rock icon. That'd be kind of funny. Since an icon really isn't totally needed, but you know, it is what it is. And a damager named Rasengan Blunt. So we go to our damagers. Let's go to, oh, I don't know. Mace two-hand. Oh, maybe I didn't need to do that. Okay. Let's build it one last time. There we go. Just make sure that our naming is proper. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So all we're going to do is change some of these values so that the damager is a lot better. Zero, 2. Set it to 300. Let's have it be immediate. Let's do 3 right there. I'm glad. Now keep in mind this is just a test, but it should work really without any issues. Alright, cool. And that does it for our knockback. So this is our Nomad Rasengan. Let me just take one of these Jasons right here and alright, and here we go. Here is our Nomad Rasengan. But I think that's it. That's all I really wanted to show you guys for now. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. If you want to get Trials of Shinobi, there's a link below. If you want to get a bunch of free quest game, or not free, but discounted quest games, and you want discounts on, and you want actually free store credit, there's a link below to that as well. But thanks, guys.